And as you get settled onto your mat in your child's pose, take a moment to clear your mind. So your yoga practice doesn't just start when you roll out your mat. Your yoga practice begins the moment you decide that you are going to show up for yourself. And if you are a part of my quaranLEAN crew, that is the ongoing theme. Showing up to your mat is more than a physical practice. If you do yoga regularly, you know that. But showing up for yourself is so much more impactful than going through the motions and stretching your body and going into postures. Your yoga practice is all about uniting with your breath and discovering things about yourself. So that's going to be my focus today. Discover something new about yourself while you're on your mat. You're in this child's pose with your knees apart so that you can start to open up your hips. So as you go into a deeper expression of this pose, start to reach your fingertips towards the top of your mat a little bit more. On your exhales, bring your hips closer to your heels. So child's pose is a great hip opener. It's also a nice spine lengthener, but it is the best posture for you as you get settled onto your mat, clearing your mind. Wherever you are with your breath, let out a deep exhale. And then as you inhale, take that air down to the base of your belly. Hold it there for 3 seconds. Open up your mouth and then sigh it out. Allow your chest to drop closer to the ground and your hips to go back to your heels. Inhale. I'm going to have you hold it again for 3, 2, 1. Open your mouth. Let it go. And then for now, your exhales can be out through your mouth. Do one more round of breath. Hold it. And then open your mouth, sigh it out. So just by going through those 3 slow rounds of breath, you should feel a sense of calm take over your body. So now I want you to seal your lips so that you can breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. Whether you want to or not, your body is going to get warm today. And by sealing your lips, you're going to intensify that heat just a little bit more. And you want the heat so that you can get into your stretches, your postures a little bit more, a little bit deeper. Start to rock your forehead from side to side now. As you go from side to side, you're massaging your forehead, but as you dip one shoulder down at a time, you're starting to warm up your shoulders and your chest. Once you have rocked side to side an equal amount, stop in the center and then push yourself into a tabletop, pressing your palms into the ground. Bring your knees closer to each other so that they're hip width distance apart. You're going to go through a couple of rounds of cat-cow right from the start. So pull your belly into your spine, and as you exhale, round your back. Bring your chin into your chest. Suck your stomach in, and then press your knees and your hands into the floor. Inhale, drop your belly, look up. Allow your tailbone to lift so that you can open up the front of your body. Exhale, go right back into your cat. Round your back, suck your stomach in, and then this time feel your shoulder blades peel apart. Inhale, cow. This is our last one together. Exhale, go into your cat. And then go through just a few more rounds on your own. You can go faster or slower, depending on what your body needs. Listening to your body, giving your body what it needs, or like our intention today, discovering something new about what your body can do in this posture, in these movements that we do very regularly. We've got a couple more rounds. When you are done with your 2, go back to your tabletop. And then from there, you're going to straighten out your right leg so that your heel and your hip are in one line. Go ahead and point your toes so that you're lengthening your leg to the back of your mat. Extend through the crown of your head and just look about 4 feet in front of you. So eyes are forward, but your head is still in line with your spine. As you exhale, bring your knee in towards your chest, round your back, Press your hands into the ground. And then as you do this, you're engaging your core, feeling your shoulders open. Inhale, straighten out your leg, keep it lifted, squeeze your right butt cheek. Awesome, everyone. Gorgeous, Tracy. Exhale, go into your rounded spine, tuck your tailbone, press your hands into the floor. Inhale, straighten out your legs, squeeze your right butt cheek. And then as you exhale, curl in again. Maybe your knee and your forehead touch, and if not, no worries. Press your hands into the ground like you're bringing your chest farther away from the mat. And then to release, drop your right knee down. Go to the left side, straighten out your left leg, point your toes, go for the length, extend through the crown of your head, exhale, curl in, round your back. So this is a little sneak attack move to warm up your abs. I hope you are still breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. If you are, you're feeling the heat warm up just a little bit more in your body. I forgot to tell you, we're doing 3 of these, so hopefully, and actually you're all doing it, so that's good. When you are done, straighten out your leg and hold it. And then bend your left knee so that you are back into your tabletop. Tuck your toes. As you exhale, lift your knees to a hover so you're in your tabletop plank. So remember what this is called, what it feels like. Your tabletop plank means that your knees are hovering an inch off of the ground. Your hips are right over your knees, and everyone's got at least a head up so that your neck is in line with your spine. There you go. Just look at the ground though. You've got it, Jess. You're gonna hold this for a little bit longer. If your quads are quivering, you're doing it right. If they're not, bring your knees closer to the floor. I see you, Don. Triceps are popping. Last 10 seconds. From here, you're gonna go into your high plank in 3, 2, 1. Straighten out your legs. Drive your heels to the back of your mat, engage your quads. At any point, if you need to chill out, take a break, you can just drop down to your knees. No worries. You're gonna hang out in this plank for another 5 seconds, and then you're gonna go back into tabletop. In 3, 2, 1. Go back to your tabletop, bending your knees. They're gonna go right underneath your hips. You've got it. Suck your stomach in, round your upper back. Doing great, Brooke. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten out your legs, high plank, and then go into your downward dog. So you're gonna lift your hips. Try to ground your heels closer to the mat. Bend one knee at a time so that you can walk the dog. This is gonna open up your hips a little bit more and your side body. On your inhale, stop in the center, bring your hips up, bring your chest closer to your thighs. And then from here, you're gonna go from downward dog into your high plank. So just shift forward so that your shoulders are right over your wrists. Exhale, back into your downward dog. Lift your hips, try to bring your heels down. Inhale, shift forward, high plank, triceps engaged, quads engaged, booty tight. You've got it, Dario. Exhale, hips up, downward dog. I'm working your core and you don't even know it. Inhale, shift forward. You're back in your plank. Last 3, 2, 1. Drop down to your knees. Sit on your heels, hero's pose. Roll out your wrists. I know that was a lot on your hands. So I'm gonna have us roll our wrists out just a little bit more because we've got a lot more chaturangas to do, a lot more downward dogs. All right, let's do it. High touch. Go into your downward dog, lift up your hips, ground your heels. On your inhale, lift up your right leg, keep your hips square to the ground. Your right leg is straight and strong, and you wanna flex your toes down to the ground so that you can open up the backs of your legs. On your exhale, bring your right knee to your right elbow, hold it. Inhale, straighten out your leg. Keep your hips and your shoulders square to the ground, and then bring your right knee to your left elbow, hold it. Nice, everyone. Inhale, straighten out your leg. Good work over there, Jeanette. Heel up a little bit higher. As you exhale, step your right foot through, drop your left knee down to the ground. So you're in your low lunge. Anytime you're here, your knee and your ankle should be in one line. You can bring your arms up. If your hips are tight, you can always rest your hands on your knees. So listen to what your body needs. I'm gonna keep my arms up because I wanna open up my chest. Dig your left knee into the floor. There you go, Michelle. Reach your fingertips up, but keep your shoulders down and away from your ears. From here, you're gonna do half walk, bringing your arms back. So hips go back, arms go back. Yes, good job, Britt. Inhale, sweep your arms up, back into your lunge. Maybe look up towards the ceiling. Exhale, sweep your arms back. This is all about core control and opening up your hamstrings. So send your energy to those areas. Inhale, sweep your arms up, dig your left knee into the ground. Exhale, sweep your arms back. Doing good over there, Carrie and friends. I see you. Inhale, arms go up. Open up your chest a little bit more, drop your head back. Exhale, go back into your half splits. And then now you get to drop your arms down to the ground. Hang out here with your right leg straight. Bring your toes back toward your face. Engage your quads so that your hamstrings, the back of your right leg, opens up just a little bit more. Extend through the crown of your head. Good focus, Jess. Just bring your chest closer to your thigh if you can. Bend your elbows back. Yeah, there you go. Bend your right knee. Start to walk your fingertips forward, tuck your left toes under, and then go into your high crescent lunge. So from here, your right thigh is parallel to the floor. Make sure that your hips are square to the top of your mat. Looking good over there, Dawn. Roll onto your left toe so that your heel is up a little bit more and bend your right knee even more. Yes, yes, exactly. As you exhale, bend your elbows, open up your chest. Inhale, reach your arms up, hinge at your hips, 45-degree angle. So you want your fingertips to charge to the top of your mat. You're driving your left heel back. Squeeze your left butt cheek. That's gonna help ground your left toes into the mat and press your right foot into the ground. Engage your right butt cheek, squeeze it. Keep your eyes on the ground, stay focused, we're almost done. Release into your low lunge with a twist. Your left hand goes down, your right hand goes up. Drive your left heel back even more. Bring your right knee into your midline. Your right arm goes back behind you. Release, bring your right hand down. Step your right foot back. You're in your plank. Good job. Go into your downward dog. Lift up your hips. Ground your heels closer to the mat. Inhale, lift up your left leg. Squeeze your left butt cheek. Try to bring your right heel closer to the ground, chest closer to your right thigh. Exhale, nice job, everyone. Left knee goes to your left elbow, hold it. Round your upper back. Inhale, straighten out your leg. Lift your heel, squeeze your butt cheek. Exhale, left knee goes to your right elbow, hold it. And then release by straightening out your leg. Bring your heel up even more, your toes should still be flexed. Exhale, bring your knee into your chest, then step your foot through, drop your right knee down to the ground. Sweep your arms up, open up your chest. We're gonna go through the movements that we did on the other side. So from your lunge, you go to your half splits, drive your arms back, drop your chest. Nice, Jeanette. Inhale, arms go up. Inhaling, fingertips to the sky, the ceiling. Gorgeous, Sister Sparkle. Exhale, go into your half splits. Drive your fingertips back. Drop your chest closer to your thighs. Inhale. Sweep your arms up. Dig your right knee into the ground. Exhale, go back into your half split. Fingertips go farther back. Toes are back to your face. This is your last one. Inhale, arms up. Bend your left knee a lot. Dig your right knee into the ground. Exhale, half split. Drive your fingertips back. Keep your chest square to the ground. Doing great, everyone. Drop your hands down to the floor. Hang out here in your half splits. Toes back to your face. Engage your quads. Bend your elbows back to take the posture even deeper. Send your breath to your hamstrings. Release. Start to walk your fingertips forward. Bend your left knee. Tuck your right toes. Lift your right knee off of the ground. Go into your crescent lunge. Sweep your arms up. Bend your left knee. Drive your right heel back. Engage your right quad. Squeeze your right butt cheek. And then as you bend your elbows, lift your chin. Open up your chest. Inhale, reach up. And hinge at your hips. You're back at that 45-degree angle. If you're feeling wobbly, you can take your feet farther apart from each other. So instead of pretending they're on train tracks, take them farther apart. That'll give you a wider and a solid base. Here, you're at a 45-degree angle with your chest. Come right back up, Jeanette. Reach your fingertips up. Frame your ears with your biceps. Good job, Tracy. And then release into your low lunge with a twist. Right hand goes down, left hand goes up. Nice job. Left knee goes into your midline. Bring your left arm back behind you to open up your chest. and then release. Bring your left hand down, step your left foot back into your plank, go into your downward dog. Now, look forward, bend your knees, and then walk or step to the top of your mat. Keep your feet hip width distance apart, come up into your halfway lift. Inhale, flat back, look towards the top of your mat. Exhale, hinge at your hips, come all the way down. And then slowly roll up, one vertebra at a time, coming up to standing so that your shoulders are over your hips. Bring your shoulders up and back. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, hinge at your hips, come all the way down, flat back, core always engaged. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Place your hands down, step back into your plank. From here, you're going to do knee taps. So as you inhale, drop your left knee down to the ground. Squeeze your left butt cheek to straighten out your leg. Inhale, drop your right knee. Exhale, squeeze your right butt cheek to straighten. And then just go back and forth. Don't forget that squeeze every time you straighten out your leg. If you want extra credit, you're also going to do the same with your quads. So generating that heat, breathing in through your nose, out through your nose. Exhale every time you straighten and squeeze. Let's do this for another 10 seconds. And then from here, we're going to chaturanga. In 3, 2, 1. Shift your shoulders past your wrists, bend your elbows back. Hang out at your halfway point for 3 seconds. And then take your backward bend. Hips go down, eyes go up. Exhale, downward dog. Roll over your toes. Use your core strength to bring your hips up. Press your hands into the ground. Then look forward. Bend your knees, walk, step, or jump to the top. Feet go in between your hands, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And on your inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. Take a backward bend, hips go forward, arms go back. Exhale, hinge at your hips. Come all the way back down. Come up into your halfway lift, eyes are forward, weight is in your heels. Exhale, hinge at your hips, come all the way down. Place your hands down, step back into your plank. Now you're going to do tricep taps. So as you exhale, bring your left knee to your left tricep. Inhale, straighten out your leg. Right knee to your right tricep. Inhale, straighten out your leg. Your knee and your tricep don't have to touch, but just bring your knee in that direction. You're going side to side for a total of 30 seconds, and 10 have already passed. From here, we're going to go into our chaturangas, down to our last 10 already. Keep your core engaged. Spread your fingertips wide so you can grab the floor. Down to your last 3, 2, 1, chaturanga. Shift your shoulders past your wrists, bend your elbows back. Take your backward bend. Exhale, downward dog. Use your core strength, lift your hips. Now as you look forward, bend your knees, listen carefully. As you exhale, you're gonna drop your knees to a hover. Bring your hips back to your heels so your arms are straight. This is your bear pose. Press your fingertips into the ground. Your knees are hovering so that you can feel that quiver again. This is almost like the tabletop plank. Bring your hips back even more. Straighten out your arms, your spine. Your eyes are forward. Go into your plank in 3, 2, 1. Plank. Engage your quads. Squeeze your glutes. You're doing great. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop down to your knees. Take a child's pose. Straighten out your arms. Hips go back to your heels. Rock from side to side. If your wrists are super worn out from all of that, palms should face up so that you can give your wrists a break, but also stretch out your forearm just a little bit. Great job, everyone. So warm-up is now complete. Let's get into our actual flow. I'm excited for you. If you need some water, go ahead. Treat yourself to just a sip. I'm actually going to have some. And then whenever you're ready, meet me in your tabletop. I'm going to give you one more ab exercise before we go into our flow. Hello, Dutch. Tuck your toes under as you exhale. Go into your tabletop plank, so knees are hovering off of the ground. You're going to go into some hip dips from here. Inhale, your knees to the left, your hips to the right. A little bit of a swivel onto your toes. Exactly. Exhale, hips go back to center. Inhale, drop your hips to the left, knees go to the right. And then exhale, go back into your tabletop. And then just go from side to side. If you want to skip out on these, I won't be mad at that. Hang out in your tabletop plank instead, or your regular plank. You can always modify by dropping down to your knees and bringing your hips down. Everybody else, keep moving. Just wanted to show you the different variations. Nice, I see you all. Last 10 seconds. From here, you're gonna go into your downward dog. Last 3, 2, 1. Bring your hips up, ground your heels, bend one knee at a time. Lift up your right leg, squeeze your right butt cheek, flex your toes down to the ground. As you exhale, bring your right knee into your chest, hold it, and then step it through. Go into your crescent lunge, sweep your arms up, bend your right knee a lot, straighten out your left leg. All right, this is where it gets fun. You're going to lift your right heel off of the ground. Your right knee is going to stay bent. You're just bringing your right heel up, and then as you inhale, drop it down. Exhale, lift up your right heel. You've got it, Brooke. Inhale, drop it. Just a total of 5. Squeeze your right butt cheek. Exhale, bring your heel up. Inhale down. Do the best you can to stay balanced. Nice focus, Amanda. Inhale down, last one. Exhale, lift. Hold it. Then from here, you're going to twist to the right. So your heel may be lifted. If so, you're feeling a little wobbly. That's okay. You are discovering something new about yourself right now. Bring your right fingertips back, left fingertips forward. Drop your right heel. Bring your hands into prayer and then twist. So hook your left elbow into your right knee. Look past your right shoulder. Drive your left heel back even more. And put more pressure between your elbow and your knee so that you can open up your shoulders even more. You've got it. Look back, eyes up, and then release. Bring your hands down to the ground. Turn to face the left side of your mat so you can go into your side lunge. So now your hips are gonna rest onto your right heel. Your left leg is straight. There you go. You've got it, Lisa. So you can place your hands to the inside of your legs, staying upright like this. You are working on your balance, even with your hands on the floor. If that's where you're gonna stay cool, maybe test out your balance by bringing up one hand at a time. Yeah. Are you learning something new about yourself? I know it. Good job. If your hands are at your heart, bring your hands down to the ground. Walk your fingertips away from your body. Straightening out your arms, push your hips back. This is gonna feel really good on your lower back, your chest, your shoulders. Allow your head to come down so that your neck is in line with your spine. Stay for one more round of breath. And then release. Start to walk your hands back towards your body. Turn to face the top of your mat. You're back in your low lunge. Step your right foot back, but lift your heel so you're in your 3-legged dog. From here, you're gonna flow. Either keep your leg lifted or drop it down. Shift your shoulders past your wrists. Bend your elbows back. Chaturanga, hips drop, eyes lift. Exhale, downward dog. As you bring your heels down, try to bring your chest closer to your thighs. From here, you're gonna do some downward dog push-ups. So if you've never done these before, you can take a look at the screen. It's just like a regular push-up, except your booty is gonna be up in the air. So your eyes are just down on the ground. As you inhale, you're bending your elbows out. As you exhale, straighten your arms, squeeze your triceps. That's it. Do a total of 10. If you want to modify, you can definitely drop down to your knees and do wide arm push-ups instead. My friends who are hanging out in their downward dog push-ups, keep your belly pulled into your spine more than you normally do. That's going to keep your body from wobbling and rocking from side to side. When you are done with your 10, hang out in your downward dog and wait. I'm down to my last 2. 1, and then release. I'm watching you. All right, we're all ready. On your inhale, lift up your right leg, step your foot through, turn to face the left side of your mat. So you're in your wide leg forward fold. Hinge at your hips. Bring your head down closer to the ground. Try to imagine that your hips and both of your heels are in one line. So the tendency in these forward folds is for your booty to be pushing back. Roll the weight to your toes and notice what that does for your hamstrings. Awesome. Doing great, Jess. Yes, drop your head all the way down. Pretend the crown of your head is going to touch the ground. You can maybe grab your heels with your hands, or use your middle and index fingers to grab your big toes. As you pull, try to bend your elbows back even more. Belly is into your spine. Doing great, Kenzie, you got it. Pull your belly in, lengthen your spine, decompress your spine. And then to release, let go of the grip if you took it. Walk your hands towards the top of your, the left side of your mat a little bit more. Your left hand is gonna go in front of your face. Reach your right arm up, go into a twist. Yes, there you go, Carrie. So as you reach your right fingertips up, try to touch the ceiling. By doing that, you're gonna open up your chest, your shoulder even more. If you want a little bit more, go for a bind by bringing your right arm back behind you around your waist. Yes, grab the inside of your left thigh. Your eyes are up towards the ceiling, the sky for outside like dawn. Twist even deeper and then release. Switch sides. Bring your right hand down. Inhale, extend your left hand up. Going into this twist so that your side bodies are opening up more and more. Keep the weight onto your toes, your quads engaged, and then again with a lift of your left fingertips to open up your left shoulder. Release. Bring your left hand down. Turn your toes out, bring your heels in so that you can go into your goddess squat. So lift your arms up and your chest so that your shoulders are right over your hips. And take a peek. Just make sure that your knees are in line with your ankles. Everybody's got it. Yep. On your inhale, come up, squeeze your glutes. Come all the way back down, pull your belly into your spine. Take your knees farther apart, squeeze your butt cheeks. Come all the way back up. Reach the ceiling with your fingertips. Inhale down. Opening up your hips by dropping your booty closer to the ground. Yes, come all the way back up. Squeeze as you come up. Engage your quads. Inhale down. Exhale, drive your heels into the ground. Straighten your legs. And then bring your hands behind your head. Keep your elbows as far apart from each other as you can. As you inhale, sit right back down, twist to the right, hold it here. By twisting to the right, try to look past your right elbow. Sit down even lower. Yes, Don. Eyes back. Release by facing center. Exhale, twist to the left. This is your last one. Look past your left elbow. Sit even lower. Take your knees farther apart. Squeeze your glutes. Release by facing the center. Place your hands down. Straighten out your legs. And then start to rock from side to side. Grab opposite elbows. Hinging at your hips more, rolling the weight to your toes. And when you are done swaying, stop in the center. Bend both of your knees. Turn to face the top of your mat, so the front. And then straighten out your right leg so that you're in your high plank. Shift your shoulders past your wrists. Flow. Bend your elbows back. Take your backward bend. Open up your chest. Relax the tops of your shoulders. Yes, Tracy. Exhale, downward dog. Roll over your toes, lift your hips, bend one knee at a time. So you're gonna notice the right side of your body is opened a little bit more. The left side is gonna get a little bit of love too. Let's do it. Inhale, lift up your left leg, squeeze your left butt cheek. Lift your heel as high as you can. Then as you exhale, bring your knee into your chest. Hold it as you shift forward into your plank. Your knee is into your chest. Your hands are digging into the ground, round your back. Release to go into your high crescent lunge. Step your left foot in between your hands, sweep your arms up. Open up your chest, drive your right heel back. Opening up your right side hip flexor. Doing good, everyone. You remember those heel lifts? We're doing them again. Exhale, bring your left heel up. Inhale, drop it down. Keep your chest open. Exhale, lift. Just a total of 5. Inhale down. Nice, everyone. Brooke, bend your left knee a little bit more. Heel up. Inhale, drop it. Exhale, lift. Lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Hinge at your hips. Come down to that 45-degree angle. Drive your right heel back. Keep your core engaged, your spine long, your chin away from your chest. That matters. Even though you're working your core, your left side hip, by keeping your chin away from your chest, your breathing is going to be that much easier. Take a deep breath in. Mouth open, exhale, side out. Then bring your hands down to the ground. Turn to face the right side of your mat to go into your side lunge. So you're resting your hips on your left heel this time. You're straightening out your right leg. Toes are flexing back. So from here, nice, Amanda, you can start to play around with your balance. So discover just how much balance you have in your body. And you never really know how balanced you are until you try to do this pose as your dog licks you. And I am crushing it. Thank you, Dutch, for helping me with this. All right, if your hands are up, bring them down to the ground, straighten out your arms like you did on the other side. You're gonna bring your chest down, push your booty back, send your breath to your inner right thigh. Allow your head to just hang so that you can open up the back of your neck. Concentrating on those slow and deep breaths. And then release, start to walk your hands back towards the top of your mat. As you exhale, bring your hips up. You are in your wide leg forward fold. I said top of your mat, that's not what I meant, sorry. Hinge at your hips, you all got it though. Bring your arms, grab opposite elbows, sway from side to side. And by swaying from side to side, opening up the backs of your legs, roll the weight to your toes. Stop in the center. And then here, you're gonna get a grip behind you, interlock all 10 fingers right at your tailbone. Drive your knuckles up to the ceiling. Squeeze your triceps. And the more you engage your core, so pull your belly into your spine, Dutchie, that's enough. The more you engage your core, the more space you'll be able to create in your lower back. So notice how much more you're able to hinge at your hips. Everyone looks awesome. Drive your knuckles up if you have the space. Squeeze your palms together if you can. Inch your forehead closer to the mat. And then release. Drop your arms down to the ground. Bend both of your knees. Pivot to face the top of your mat. You're back in your lunge. Sweep your arms up because I forgot to twist like we did on the other side. So as you exhale, twist to the left. Keep your left knee bent. Yes. You guys remember this on the right side? Yeah, I totally forgot to. Reach your fingertips apart so that your chest opens. Bend your left knee. Then bring your hands into prayer. Bring your right elbow down to your left knee. Go for that deep twist. So your shoulders are getting lots of love. Your left side hip is also getting super stretched out. By digging your right elbow into your left knee, you're finding a super deep twist. Look past your left elbow. Eyes up to the ceiling if you can for the deepest expression. Actually, the deepest expression is by bringing your arms apart. Try it. Yeah. Thank you, Britt. I was totally waiting for you. Release. Bring your hands back into prayer. Drop your hands down to the ground. Now you can go into your plank. Straighten out your left leg. Shift your shoulders past your wrist. Bend your elbows back to chaturanga. Hold it. Then take your backward bend. Hips drop. Eyes lift. Exhale into your child's pose. Take your knees apart. Whoo, hips go back to your heels. Straighten out your arms. Start to rock from side to side. So by going into this shape, you are releasing any tension in your lower back. Our flows for the morning, the afternoon are now complete. We're gonna wind things down. When you are ready, push into your tabletop so that your shoulders are over your wrists. Straighten out your right leg, just like we started class. Your toes are pointed, your heel and your hip are in one line. As you exhale, you're gonna bring your right foot to the left of your left foot. So it's a little bit of a crossover. Right foot crosses over to the left side. Keep your toes digging into the ground. And then slowly try to bring your right side hip a couple of inches closer to the ground. Your hips are not gonna touch though. This is just gonna open up your right side hip. So your hands are pressing into the ground, your arms are straight, and you're just slowly dipping your right side hip down. Yeah. Look past your left shoulder. Send your breath to your right side hip, your right side rib cage. Keep that length in your spine. Stay for one more round of breath. And then release. Bring your shoulders and your hips square to the ground. Lift your right leg up, toes are pointed. And then as you exhale, bring your right knee to your right tricep, hold it, and then step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Start to walk your left toes back. Drop your hips closer to the mat. Turn your right toes out so they're at 2 o'clock. And then start to roll the weight to the outside edge of your right foot. So getting into your outer hips even more. Take it further by dropping your elbows, your forearms down to the ground. Allow your head to drop. Send your energy to all the areas on the back side of your body. So the back of your neck, your shoulders, your outer hips are super, super open right about now, especially with all the stretches you've done. Try to bring your knee farther away from your midline for your last round of breath. And then to release, straighten out your arms. Keep your left hand on the floor, reach your right arm up to go into a twist. Fingertips up towards the ceiling, the sky. Go for a bind by bending your left knee. Grab your foot. Bring your heel as close to your hips as you can. Eyes go back. Go past your right shoulder. Twist even deeper. And then release. Bring your right hand down. Start to toe heel your foot towards the middle of your mat. Tuck your left toes so that you can lift your knee off of the ground. As you exhale, kick your right foot to the left side of your mat for your fallen triangle. Reach your left hand up. Squeeze your glutes so that your hips come up. Reach your left fingertips up a little bit more. To release, you're going to sit your hips down. To go into a seat with your legs at a 90-degree angle. Left hand goes to your left ankle. Reach your right arm up. Open up your chest. Bring your right elbow back. Your left shoulder forward. Yes, beautiful movement and postures. Yes, Lisa. Release. Bring your hands back down to where they were, underneath your shoulders. Square your hips off to the ground, and then bring your right leg back to go into your high plank. Drop your knees down to the floor. All right, sway your hips from side to side just to reset your spine. We're going to the left side next. Lift your left leg up so that your heel and your hip are in one line. Point your toes. Deep breath in. On your exhale, bring your left foot back behind you, crossing it over to the right side. And then from here, like you did on the other side, just inch by inch, drop your left side hip down. I'm only bringing my hip down maybe an inch, and that's enough for me. So I'm getting into my hip a lot more, my left side body. You can roll as much as you want here, but this is an intense stretch for the left side of your body, so make sure that you are taking slow and deep breaths. I know you are, though, because y'all have been doing this for a long time. Keep your arms straight, your spine long, belly into spine. Release. Square your shoulders and your hips to the ground. Lift your left leg up. Deep breath in, squeeze your left butt cheek, and then as you exhale, bring your left knee to your tricep, hold it, and then step your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Walk your right leg back. Turn your left toes out so like they're at 10 o'clock, and then roll the weight to the outside edge of your left foot. Go to your deepest expression. You can always stay upright, or you can drop down to your elbows. Keep your spine long here. And I didn't tell you this on the other side, but as you dig your elbows into the ground, first of all, just make sure they're underneath your shoulders. And as you press them into the ground, puff up your upper back. So really feel this in your shoulders, your upper body. Then the last thing I'm going to ask you to do is energetically drag your elbows into your rib cage. That's one extra way for you to work your core a little bit more. One round of breath. Mouth open, sigh it out. Come out of this now by straightening out your arms. Keep your right hand on the floor, reach your left hand up. Stay here or go for the bind by bending your right knee. Bring your right heel close to your hip, twist, look past your left shoulder, opening up your chest. Gorgeous, Danette. Bring your heel closer to your booty so that your quads open. Yeah. If went for the bind, Bring your left hand down, start to toe heel your left foot towards the middle of your mat. Tuck your right toes under, lift your right knee off of the ground. Then kick your left foot to the right side of your mat. Ball and triangle. Reach your right hand up. Squeeze your glutes so that your hips lift. On your exhale, drop your hips down. So you're in your wide leg stretch. Right hand goes to your right ankle. Sweep your left arm up and over, opening up the left side of your body. So all these side bends helping you create space. Look up towards the ceiling. And then release. Bring your hands back down to the ground. Underneath where your shoulders were for your downward dogs. Square off your shoulders and your hips to the ground. Straighten out your left leg. Then drop down to your knees. Kick your legs to one side. Find yourself on your back. Couple more postures. Ooh, 45 minutes goes by so fast. I totally understand if you have to go because it is 12:43. But once you get onto your back, bring your knees into your chest, start to rock from side to side. So massaging your hips, taking your rocks a little bit wider if you want to get into the outer edges of your thighs, your hips. And then when you are done playing around with this, drop your feet down to the ground so that your knees are over your ankles, your feet hip width distance apart. Bring your arms down both sides of your body. Eyes are up towards the ceiling. Pull your belly into your spine. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, lift your hips. You are going into your easy bridge. You're squeezing your glutes here so that your stomach, your hips come up more and more. That's going to put more pressure on your shoulders. That's also going to bring your chest up towards your chin. Just make sure that you have at least 2 inches there between your chin and your chest so that it doesn't get in the way of your breathing. Stay here, squeeze your booty, come up even more. To release, bring your hips down. And then straighten out your left leg. Bring your right knee to your right shoulder. Pull as hard as you can to feel the pinch in your hip. And then to release, bring your right knee to the left side of your mat. A supine twist. One final stretch to get into your hips. Bring your right arm out to a T so that your wrist and your shoulder are in one line. I prefer palm facing down so that I can ground my fingertips into the floor. That is going to help me twist just a little bit deeper. If you haven't already, turn your head to the right so that your chin is touching your right shoulder. And then release, roll onto your back, straighten out your right leg, bend your left knee. Bring your knee in so that it touches or comes really close to your left shoulder. Squeeze your elbows in. Deep breath. As you exhale, bring your left knee to the right side of your mat. Find your deepest expression. Extend your left arm out to a T. Your wrist is in line with your shoulder. And again, like the other side, palm faces down. Use your right hand on your knee to guide it closer to the floor. And then release. Roll onto your back. Straighten out both of your legs. Bring your arms down both sides of your body. And just like that, your final Savasana is here. Your final Savasana is so important. And I know that we are a little bit behind schedule, but if you have the time, please take at least 1 minute here to fully absorb everything that you just did on your mat today. So your yoga practice, a lot of it today was faster than normal, but these were moves that I wanted us to do so that you can discover things about yourself that you probably didn't think you could do. That is the most amazing thing about your yoga practice. Every single time you show up, you're in a different space, mentally, emotionally. And even if you were to take this same class tomorrow, it would be a different experience because you would be in a different space, your body would feel different, and you would discover something completely different about yourself. Play around with that experiment. I hope that your time on your mat today empowered you as well as made you feel a little bit more relaxed and helped you keep your mind off of other things. just for this short time, by spending this time on your mat, you are going to have a deeper appreciation for your body. Wherever you are with your breath, let out a deep exhale now. Take a deep breath in. And then start to bring movement back into your body by wiggling your toes and your fingers. Gently rock your head from side to side to open up both sides of your neck. And on your inhale, sweep your arms up. Reach your fingertips, your toes apart, lengthening your spine like you've just woken up. On your exhale, roll onto your right side body. Use your bicep as a pillow. Take one moment here to just be thankful for the healthy bodies that you have. Be grateful for the time that you had on your mat. And then push up into your seat. So you come up into the seat, sinking your hips into the ground, keeping your spine long, dropping your shoulders down and away from your ears. On your inhale, sweep your arms up. Press your palms into each other. And then as you exhale, take your thumbs right to your heart. Feel your heart beat. And as you do that, I would love to give thanks to you for your dedication to your practice and for showing up with open minds and open hearts. I'm so grateful. Namaste. Thank you so much. And Dutchie says thank you too for letting her crash the class. She did not pay her drop-in fee. So I'm going to take away from her allowance. How are you feeling? Happy Friday.
Hello, hello.
Friday, Friday. We did it. Thank you to all of our newbies who showed up and who stuck around. Happy to have you as part of our crew.
Hi.
Who was that? Was that you, Kenzie? Thank you. Oh, hi. We've got a little BB over here too. Sorry. But thank you all for being here. Just a couple of other announcements. Just thank you all for participating in our online challenges. So I Heart Christine Rose, still trending. We also have the Perfect 10 Challenge. A lot of you have perfect attendance so far. Congratulations. And then also a reminder, I know that you got the email, but Rachel, my friend, is teaching a class tomorrow at 10. It's free if you have the unlimited membership. It's a bodyweight class. So I hope to see you there. The link is in your inbox. DM me if you didn't get it. All right, that's it.
Thank you.
Smoochies, have a great day.
Thank you.
Hold on. Jeanette, can you do this again? Can you take a photo? Jeanette is my official photographer. All right, everybody smile.
Smile. Got it.
Thank you. All right, bye guys.
Hey, bye.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye, Tracy. Bye, Dawn. Bye, Jeanette.
Bye.
Thank you, Dawn.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Oh my gosh. You too.